Hey buddy, got a light? Yeah, sure kid. Here you go. Thanks. And your wallet. Bobby, give him your wallet. What for? He's got a gin. Nah, that's not a gin. That's a gin.
No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense.
Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Monty Freeman and today, my friends, we have a very welcome gin on the show because, my friends, I would like to introduce to you all the way from Australia, it is Threefold Gin, Shiraz and Mourvedre. Now, those of you who watch my show, have been watching my show for a while, you will recognise this because this is actually made by another YouTuber called Steve the Bartender. I'll put a link to his show below. He's got an amazing show. He does all sorts of like cocktails, everything to do with drinks. He makes gin. He's got a bar. I think he's got a bar anyway. And he's a lovely guy. And I've actually featured his show on the Gin on the show before. It's that fellow up there, Threefold, the original gin, and it was truly spectacular. I think it was my number 2 on my top 10 gins of that year. It was truly masterful the way he sort of used the flavours, especially using a bit of lavender and grapefruit, which are things that I don't traditionally like, but it just shows when you can use certain things very intelligently, even stuff you don't like can work really well. So I'm expecting very high things from this little fellow. So then let's find out a bit about it on the old website, shall we? And of course it gives me the opportunity to do my wonderful and very enjoyable Australian, hang on a minute, not just the Australian accent, I could get the Australian hat, which we haven't seen for many, many months on this show. So here we go, Australian hat. Soak up the sunshine or warmth by the fire. This gin is made for the seasons, to be enjoyed all year round. Inspired by wine regions from our Australian home, flaunting luscious, bright flavours of stewed plums, dark cherries and a hint of Christmas spice, GSM is made for moments of decadence, craft and to impress. Well, that sounds bloody good to me, mates. This little bastard keeps getting me in the eye and the phone cover's gone over. I think that's time to crack on with the show. Oh, perfect. It's just stopped up there. Now, I must just warn you at this point in the show, something has happened. It started raining. Now, that means 2 things. One, you could hear the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof, so apologies about that. I was going to stop filming, maybe film tomorrow or something, but I thought, no, it'd be authentic. You know, I'll just work with it. However, 2, we only have a certain amount of time before it starts leaking onto the area here. Hopefully not into my mug there, because I have to drink out of that a minute, and if the water comes through this corrugated, probably asbestos ceiling, I'll almost, best case scenario, I'll get the shits. Worst case scenario, I'll be dead. So let's crack on, shall we? And of course, we do have a cork in this. Steve puts corks in all his gins, so we know what that means, mate. It's the Australian cork test. So here we go. Do we have a squeak? Oh, listen to that little beauty. It's a harmonious squeak, my friends. Best squeak we've had in a while. Here we go. Let's go for the full pull. Try not to get it on my shirt. Here we go. Oh my blood, Jesus Christ, jumping dingoes, mate. That was the best pork test? No, don't do a pork test. Best cork test I've had in bloody ages, mate. However, as good as it is, it doesn't really matter because we all know it's just a bit of fun. So, let's get the old devil in the glass, shall we? Now, the reason this is called Shiraz and Mourvedre is because some of you probably know Shiraz and Mourvedre are 2 different types of grapes usually used in making wine, and they use, what was it? The ratio is 75% Shiraz, 25% Mourvedre, and they, they distill it very, very, very quickly. How long was it? Hang on a second, let me just read up. Here we go, 2 days. It's macerated for 2 days before we separate the liquid and grapes before pressing the grapes to extract all the juice and flavour, combine the gin and the grape juice then back together. Then this short maceration results in a sweet, jammy, grape-infused gin with notes of Christmas spice, as we said before. So, I'm expecting something. This is quite a unique gin here. We had another Shiraz gin before by 4 Pillars, which strange enough was another Australian gin, which is very, very nice. So in fact, it just looks like a glass of wine, doesn't it? It's incredible. So let's get the old nostrils in there, and here we go, give it a good sniff. Hang on a second. Holy shit. That, my friends, is an absolute treat on the nostrils. It's like a sort of a when you go for a massage, it's just like the nicest feeling in the world when someone really knows what they're doing. That is like, that's like a massage, to be frank, with a happy ending. It's just bags and bags and bags of velvety, like he said, jammy, thick, sweety, indulgent goodness. It's almost like port, that thick kind of velvety, luscious aroma you get from that. I mean, oh my God, we are in for a treat today, my friends. Now, today is a big thing for this show because we're going to break with tradition and not actually use tonic, because Steve suggests on the website that we actually use soda water, premium soda water to be exact. Well, I don't have any premium soda water, but to be honest, I don't think I can tell the difference. So let's put a splash of soda water in there and see how this goes. We're definitely going to try it neat as well. I don't know if that's enough or not. I've never had gin with soda before. Well, I have in that experiment, but it wasn't very nice. So here we go, my friends. Oh God. Sorry, it's the corks, they're putting me off. So here we go. This is GSM Threefold Gin Shiraz Mourvedre. I've forgotten the pronunciation. Mourvedre, that's right. Yeah, there is a kind of a French pronunciation, which is Mourvedre, something like that. But I'm just going to use the English pronunciation because, mind you, I do like to do my French accent. I think it makes me very sexy and popular with the ladies, which is a very unfamiliar thing. Oh God. Yeah, I think we'll forget that. Let's just crack on with it. My friends, once again, I have to say thank you to all my patrons and my members for providing me with the means to get the gin for this show. Thank you to all of you, and to every last one and all of you. Every last one of it. Every last man, jack of you. Jack, man of you? What am I talking about? I don't know, the whole lot of you. I say this is Threefold GSM. I can't wait for this. Cheers. And now you can hear the rain. It went in my eye. Here we go. Oh God, I'm just going to close that eye while I do this because that cork is really determined. Let me put it back up there. There we go. Right, here we go. Gin lovers. What a... That, my friends, is probably the most indulgent and just sort of wallowing in goodness gin I think I've ever had on the show. It feels like, if I were to sort of sum it up, it feels like a sort of a guilty pleasure, something really kind of you shouldn't really be doing because it's a little bit too good, but I just can't resist, give it to me anyway. It's kind of exactly how he described it on the website there. It's, what did he say, about a jammy, and here we go. So it talks about dark cherries, right? I'd say that is kind of in the four. It's very soft on the palate. It's kind of a, like I say, it settles down in a velvety, cushiony, spongy way, laced with sort of dark fruitiness and definitely cherries, and kind of, he talked about a jammy quality, and I totally get that because it's thick. It's thick, it feels like it kind of runs down the gullet very slowly. It kind of slithers down. That sounds unpleasant, doesn't it? But I think you get what I mean. It's a kind of a darkness to it, but a sort of a wallowing, enticing darkness. And it kind of just sits down, but there's also a kind of there's a light sort of, it's kind of a darkness to it, but kind of a voluptuous darkness. And it's sort of, it's sweet, but it's not like sort of tutti frutti candy kind of sweet. It's sweet in a kind of in a way that when you get a sweeter wine, not kind of a dessert wine, but sort of a sweeter end of the dry wine. It's just kind of what I would call my ideal kind of sweetness, balanced off with kind of my words have run out. It's kind of a different way to enjoy gin, much as that bloody Shiraz one was from the Four Pillars. But I say this goes a step further in terms of sort of thickness and kind of concentration of flavour. But at the same time, there's a kind of a lightness to it as well. They kind of both work, sort of measure each other out. But I'd say more on the heavy side. So let's try it neat, because I think this is going to be all about the neat personally. Let's have a quick go. And I'll try not to drip any on my desk there, although there is all manner of odd things. I don't think we've got a drip through the ceiling yet. Oh well, we'll try it anyway. I live life on the edge. I didn't see it. If anyone did see a drip that went in there, you just let me know pretty damn quick. So here we go. Neat. Oh my God, that smells amazing in the cup. I don't think any other gin has made me sing in such a strange way before, but to be honest, I know it says on the website that this is best enjoyed with soda water, but I tell you what, I disagree. I prefer it neat. It's all those things I just said, but kind of just Imagine bringing them all about sort of 30% closer together and dense and concentrated and oh yes. Oh, again, it puts me in mind of port, or some people call it port wine, and that's something I absolutely love. It's one of those things that you only drink at Christmas, port, isn't it? Port and certain types of cheese, you only have them at Christmas, and pigs in blankets as well. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm definitely, it's November now, next month, this is what me and Narissa are going to be drinking around the tree and around, well, just around anywhere. So then, my friends, how much, if you're watching this in Australia, because I'm pretty sure it's only available in Australia, but I know I do have many Australian fans on watching this show. So if you're thinking to yourself, that sounds bloody good, Freeman, but what's it going to cost me? Wow, gins are generally very expensive in Australia, unlike Argentina, where I've been doing a few Argentinian gins recently, where they're extraordinarily cheap. My Australian fans down under, my Aussie fans, you guys get a poor deal when it comes to gin. However, Steve has made it a very pocket friendly. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's certainly not to the extent of some of the Australian gins I know. It's going to be 75 Aussie dollars, and I think for something truly that special, to be honest, that is incredible value for money. So guys, to sum up, it's been, I drink a lot of gins on this show. I don't want to brag, but I have a gin channel. I drink a lot of gins, and from time to time, they're all variations of the same thing. So today, it's been, as I said, I almost called this video off and was going to do it tomorrow or something because of the rain, but I'm so glad that I didn't. I'm so glad that I've got this in time for Christmas as well, because that was kind of enjoying gin in a different way. And for someone like me, as I say, who tries a lot of gins, it's been genuinely lovely. It's kind of broke up the sort of, the long line of gins, which are pretty similar. And I cannot wait. Narissa's at the gym at the moment. When she gets back, I'm going to thrust this into her hand and demand she drink the whole bottle. Well, not the whole bottle, but certainly a good bit of it immediately, and she's going to love it. And as I say, I know what we are going to be drinking this Christmas, and if you're in Australia, I suggest you drink the same thing too. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I've absolutely loved making it for you. If indeed you have, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press the like button on the video. If you want to support the show, head over to the Patreon page or click the join button below this video. But until next time, guys, you all know the drill. Take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons and members, that little bastards getting him in the eye again. And of course, keep drinking the gin.